First runner-up, Kentucky. And that means that your 2019 Miss Teen America is Louisiana, Jillian Elliott. Congratulations, Louisiana. She is now your 2019 Miss Teen America.
To the dance floor tonight. Let love start. Let love start.
Ladies and gentlemen, please help me congratulate your 2019 International Miss and your 2019 Miss Teen America.
Hey guys, it's Jillian, and today I'm going to be telling you about something absolutely amazing that happened to me in the past few weeks. If you follow me on social media, you probably have already seen, but if not, I won the title of Miss Teen America. I've been doing pageants since I was 12 years old, and I just can't even believe I'm making this video right now. I remember in 8th grade, on the first day of school, one of our teachers asked us to share with the class what one of our goals in life was. I said that I wanted to be a national pageant title holder one day, and then here we are 4 years later. Tomorrow is actually my first day of school, my first day of senior year, and right now I'm filming a video about how I did that, and it's just, it's insane, and I'm so thankful and grateful. And so I wanted to make this video to just tell you about the week, tell you what it was like, and just fill you in. I was actually crowned on Saturday, July 20th, but it's taken me a little bit to film this video because I was waiting on my new camera. I'm filming this on the brand new G7X Mark III. I'm so excited about this new camera. I'm already obsessed with it. So definitely subscribe if you haven't already. Getting into the week, I had a crazy journey to Miss Teen America. I actually had family vacation back up to Miss Teen America. My family actually flew from Houston to Orlando and stayed in Disney and Universal for 10 days? Yeah, 10 days. And then from there we flew from Orlando back to Houston, and then my mom and I had a car parked with all of our pageant stuff ready, and we just drove straight from Houston to San Antonio. I think I was actually gone for 17 days straight, I think. So it was really crazy, but it was really fun. So by the time that I got to San Antonio, I was very well adjusted to hotel life. On Monday we had a registration, and then after registration we had our welcome banquet, which was so much fun. The next day we started promotional filming. We had a photo shoot competition. We also had media correspondent competition, which I ended up winning. After the photo shoot competition and our media correspondent tryouts, we headed to SeaWorld, and I've never been to SeaWorld. I was really excited. Like I said, I had just come from 10 days worth of Disney and Universal, and I am a hardcore Disney fan. I think that was my 16th trip to Disney World. Like, I'm a Disney fan. And so going into SeaWorld, somewhere I'd never been, I was like, you know what? I bet they have nothing on Disney. I was so surprised. We had a great time. Their roller coasters are intense. I guess I'm just so biased towards Disney. I'm just like, oh, no one can beat Disney's roller coasters. That was so much fun. I actually rode a lot of the roller coasters with Miss Kentucky, who ended up being my first runner-up. And it was really cute because we started the week riding roller coasters together, and we ended the week holding hands. After we left SeaWorld, we went to the Alamo, and if you know me, you know I'm the biggest history buff. I absolutely love history, and so I always think it's cool for every city I go to check out the cool landmarks they have there, and so it was really special that that was a part of our week. I just realized I said that the pageant started on a Monday. It actually started on a Tuesday, so move everything back a day. So Thursday rolled around and we started our rehearsals, and I actually love pageant rehearsals. That's one of my favorite parts. I think it's just really exciting. We learned a really cute opening number dance from Miss Casey, who is a former International Junior Miss title holder, and she works at Disneyland, which I think is so cool. She's a dancer at Disneyland, and so she was a lot of fun, and she made up the cutest dance that we performed. Later that day we did an autograph signing. There was a mall connected to our hotel, and so we just walked on over, and Macy's there treated us like absolute royalty. They even had a red carpet out. It was so nice. Because the pageant was in San Antonio in Texas, it was especially exciting for me because there was actually a lot of people from Louisiana there. I guess a lot of people were just on vacation. I actually had the sweetest little family come up to me and ask what part of Louisiana I was from, and when I told them, they were like, "Oh, us too." And we realized that we lived in the towns right next to each other, so I thought that was so crazy. Finally, Thursday night we held an optional workshop with Miss Nikki and Miss Jess. They are just the most phenomenal women I've ever met. They run International Junior Miss, which is another very big pageant system with girls from around the world who compete, and then they also run the Miss Teen America organization. We are sister pageants. In fact, they had the Ms. MS period IJM pageant there the same week as us, so that was really cool that we got to meet a lot of those women too. But that night they held a workshop and they just spoke about tips and tricks and about the organization. Like I said, the workshop was optional and I almost didn't go, but I'm so happy that I did. The next morning was interview competition. I was so nervous for interview because this was something I wanted so bad, and I just had so much to tell the judges. Before walking into interview, I got to talk to our new International Junior Miss Queen, Alyssa, who was so sweet and so kind, and I'm really happy that we had a conversation before going in because she really calmed me down, and it was nice to just talk to someone who knew how you were feeling. And so thank you, Alyssa, I appreciated it. The judges were really nice. They asked me really great questions. I really had the chance to talk about the things I was passionate about. Walking out of interview, I was confident in my performance, but I just wasn't sure. You can never be sure when it comes to interview, but I did actually end up having the highest interview score. And so I thought that was really interesting because I didn't come out thinking, wow, I killed that. I just came out thinking I had a very interesting conversation about the things that I was passionate about. Later that night we had preliminary competition, but before preliminary competition we had our optional competition, and I competed in one optional, and that was our casual wear competition. I think it was really so helpful because your casual wear score doesn't go into your overall score. It's just an optional, it's just for fun. But I think it was so beneficial to do. I got a little practice run on stage. I got my nerves out, or some of them at least. And I think it was really a great thing if you are ever competing in a pageant where you have the chance to get on the stage, maybe an optional competition beforehand. I definitely recommend doing that. It's a great way to just give yourself a little trial run. Preliminary night came and went. We competed in fitness, fun fashion, and evening gown. I woke up for finals the next day, and again I was just so nervous because this is something that I wanted so badly. So final competition came around, which started with opening number, and we wore these adorable little Sherry Hill cocktails. They were from Lasting Impressions Formal Wear. They are such a great sponsor to the Miss Teen America organization, and we are so thankful to have them. And of course, opening number was so much fun. I love doing opening numbers. I think they're just a great way to get your nerves out before competition really starts. But then they called the top 6, and oh, it's so nerve-wracking. They play the music that's like, you know, the music, it's like dun 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 dun, and you're just like, oh. I was thankful to make the top 6. After they called the top 6, we rolled into our fitness competition, and I really took a different approach to fitness this time. I made sure I was doing things that I loved. I started to actually enjoy working out instead of making it a chore. I was cooking, that way I was making foods that I liked that were also healthy. And so whenever I got to go on stage in fitness, I was just so happy to just show off what I'd worked so hard for, and it was just really empowering, really fun. And for fitness, I wore a top from, I think it was called 5 Dancewear, and then my bottoms were from Affinity. I could never pronounce it, but I was in love with what I was wearing, and I was really excited to wear it on stage. Next, we did the fun fashion competition, which is always, I mean, it's in the name, it's a lot of fun. I wore a royal blue McDougal. It had pants and an overskirt and some really pretty beading at the top. I was really happy with the outfit that I was wearing, and I think that's so important in the fun fashion competition, to make sure that you're wearing something that really shows your personality, and it's just a lot of fun. Again, it's in the name. Next was our evening gown competition. In the past, evening gown is something that I have struggled with. I like being upbeat. I like fun and fast modeling, more like fitness and fun fashion. This time, I don't know what it was though, I loved evening gown. I think it's just because I was so obsessed with the dress that I was wearing, and I felt that it really embodied who I was, and I was just really confident in it. So moving on, this was the part I was extremely nervous about, on stage question. I'm so passionate about the gift of literacy, my issue of concern, and I just wanted to make sure that the judges could see that. So I had a lot writing on the answer and I knew that, but luckily it went very well and I walked away from that microphone fully confident and fully content with what I said and what I was able to share with the audience. Finally, we had crowning, and I get a different kind of nervous during crowning. I've had a lot of people ask me if going into crowning I just had a gut feeling that I was going to be crowned Miss Teen America, and the answer was no. I had absolutely no feeling. In fact, walking onto the stage, I remember just telling myself, hey, it's probably not going to be you, but you've learned a lot this week. You've really grown as a person, and that's all you can ask for. I was proud of myself, and I just said I'm going to be really happy for whoever it is. This is a great group of girls. So they started calling awards, and I got the interview attire award, I received the fitness award, and then also the evening gown award. But again, I still just wasn't sure. I just didn't know who it would be, and I was really thankful to be in the top 6. With each runner-up that they called, I got more and more nervous, and I started shaking more and more, and I am a very emotional person. I am a really emotional person, and so by the time that they called the second runner-up, I was crying. Whenever they called the second runner-up, Kentucky and I looked at each other, and we just both started just bawling, and we were hugging, and we were like, oh my gosh, and doing all of that. I remember Chesney, Miss Kentucky Teen America, saying, we need to go over there. I think we need to go in the middle of the stage, and I was like, okay. I think it was just in that moment I realized that I was either going to be Miss Teen America or I was going to be the first runner-up to Miss Teen America, both things that I would have been so proud to have accomplished. So we escorted ourselves to the middle of the stage, and we were holding hands and we were hugging, we were looking at each other and we were crying, and our MC said the first runner-up is, and of course they do the long drawn out pause, and my heart was just, it was out of my chest. And then eventually they said Kentucky, and I don't know what happened after that. I really can't tell you. I'm so thankful that we have it on video. What I do remember is there were lights and I was crying. I've never cried like that. I remember I did the whole hands over your face thing. I was on cloud 9. Liv, she was our Miss Teen America 2018. She is a beautiful person inside and out. She came over and she put the crown on me, and I felt the crown touch my head, and I just lost it. I mean, I had already lost it, but I really lost it because, I don't know, whenever you feel the crown hit your head, that's when you're like, wow, this is real. So I walked up and I did my little wave, and I looked out because I just wanted to see where my mom was. I wanted to, like, I don't know, I just wanted to see my mom. After I had waved for a second, I walked over to the rest of the girls, and it was such a special moment. Crowning, of course, itself was so special, but getting to hug the girls and just talk to them was so, I don't know, it was just such a beautiful moment. I'm so happy that we captured it on video. After crowning, we took pictures, and I met the judges again and took pictures with the judges. I met some more former Miss Teen Americas, which was really cool. These were girls who I had followed in the past, and I followed their reign when I was younger, and now I got to have a reign of my own, and so that was really special. And so after that, we went and we had our first official photo shoot. I also got to meet the International Junior Miss Queen that was crowned the same day. After our first official photo shoot with Goodwin Photography, we went to Miss Nikki and Miss Jess's room where we signed our contracts. We also received gifts, and I got a bunch of Miss Teen America merch. On the way to the room, there was a crowd of little girls that were just with their dads in the hotel, and they ran up and they were like, "Are you a real princess?" And I was like, I guess I am, yeah. And that was just a really special moment, and made me really feel like, hey, this is really happening right now. The next day we went to the cutest little ice cream shop on the River Walk in San Antonio, and we took pictures and we had ice cream with Miss Casey. It was really fun. I think it was called Mr. Ice Cream. They're fantastic. Definitely check them out if you're in San Antonio. And then after that, Mom and I made our way home. We stopped for celebratory sushi, which was like my favorite food. And yeah, that was my experience at Miss Teen America. Since then, I've already done a couple of appearances, and I think it's just been so crazy and interesting how much my life has already changed, how much, I don't know, my outlook on everything has already changed. This has been such an amazing thing, and it's something I'm so thankful for, and it's only been a few weeks. So I really just can't wait to see where this year takes me. I have so many thank yous to give out. Thank you to everyone who has ever supported me in this pageant journey, from my festival days all the way to now. It really has just been the greatest journey ever. If you take anything from this video, just let it be that God's timing is so perfect, and I cannot stress that enough. There have been so many things in my life, like with pageants and just with other things, that I've wondered why I couldn't do them, why I didn't win this pageant, why I didn't make this team, why I didn't do that. And every good and bad thing that happens to you is leading to something better. Everything that happens to you happens for a reason, and your crown is out there waiting for you, and you just have to make sure that you're doing everything you can right now to prepare for it. That's my word of advice if you're preparing for a pageant. Just be you, and what is supposed to be yours will come. If you're wondering what's next and you want to just hear a couple of highlights that we have, I'll have so many appearances through the year. I will be bringing The Gift of Literacy, my issue of concern, which focuses on childhood literacy and making reading fun. I'll be bringing that to the national level, which is something I'm so excited about and so grateful for. I'll also be going on a lot of trips. Each year, Miss Teen America takes one big international trip, and I'm so excited to bring you guys along with that. I'll definitely be vlogging it. I'm also so grateful that I started this YouTube channel a year ago, because now here I am with this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and I get to vlog it all. I get to have it all on my camera, and I just think that's really special. And so I have so many things planned for this year, in pageants, out of pageants, and yeah, so just keep up. I do have to say a thank you to Goodwin photography. They took most of the pictures I've been flashing on the screen. So thank you to Goodwin photography, as well as our video company, Pageant Vision. They made this video possible. I have all of their information down below as well. If you want to keep up with my year as Miss Teen America, follow us on Instagram at Miss Teen America Official. Also follow my personal Instagram, Jillian.Blair. Also, I'll be posting a lot of blogs on our Miss Teen America website. That's also where you can find out how you can get involved with the Miss Teen America organization. Girls, if this is something that you think you want to do, whether you've done pageants in the past or you haven't, my biggest advice is just to go for it. This has been such an amazing thing even before I won the crown. I forgot, I didn't really get to show off the crown in this video yet. It is so beautiful. Like, oh my gosh. And it wraps all the way around, and it fits so perfectly. Like, I don't even have to pin it in. It kind of, I'll duck so I can get in the camera. It just stays. It's so beautiful. And something that's really cool, I'll actually pull it up on the Miss Teen America website. If you look, ever since 1995, we have kept the same style of crown. So again, if you want to keep up with us, follow us on Instagram. Also subscribe to this channel. I'll be posting many more videos about being Miss Teen America, as well as many other things that are happening right now in my life. And so if you have any questions about pageantry, Miss Teen America, things that aren't related to pageants, leave them down below. I'd love to make videos on them. Yeah, like, this is just, I can't believe that I just, made this video. Like, this is something, I don't know. Whenever you are daydreaming about your pageant future, you think about how your crowning moment is and what you're going to do with the crown and what you're going to do, what video you're going to, I don't know, you just think about all of these things, and when it actually happens, you're like, wow, I can't believe this is happening. And I really just can't believe that these things are happening. But I'm so thankful, and I plan on taking full advantage of this year. And so, as usual, if you enjoyed this video and you want to see more like it, be sure to subscribe, and I'll see you next time.